Hi everybody, how's everybody doing? I have not been updating my YouTube channel because I've just been really just inside my head, really inside my life, and just dealing with life scenarios, just different shit every day. So with the full moon rising tonight, it should be in a couple of hours that universal time, 12 a.m. where the lunar eclipse happens, and I'm in California, so it's 2:13 p.m. right now, and the sun is just blazing. So after all that rain, we finally get to see the sun, and it's an incredible feeling to know that Leo is in this full moon, this cycle. So I'm very, very excited to be able to manifest and meditate tonight and put in all my intentions that I'm expecting this month. So with that being said, I've had to reflect on a lot of shit that's been going on this month. As a person that is very opinionated, I have to learn how to look at both sides of the spectrum instead of my own perspective, but everybody else's and the truth that comes to each side, So I've had different situations and distanced myself a lot this month, and it's because I'm protecting myself. I don't like wishy-washy people in my life, and I just don't do that. So sorry if I've been distant, but you sure haven't been uplifting yourself to be there with me. So not saying that I'm right here and you're down here, but it's kind of like that. So anyways, what I wanted to make this video about is one of the observations that I've had, and this was yesterday, and it goes on throughout my whole life because I don't know how long I'm going to be with this company, but I plan to be with my current company for a very long time. I've found a new home with them. It's been a year, and I'm very, very happy with the outcome of accepting this job. So I see myself having a lot of potential to move forward and move onward in the company. So with that being said, I want to talk about your coworkers and how they affect you in real life, like not just at work, but you go home with the thought of having to see these motherfuckers the next day or after the weekend or whatever. Like this is another family because you deal with these people or have to, in some ways, do some team working for 8 hours a day, and sometimes longer, depends if I'm doing overtime, right? So the other day I had a situation where this woman that me and her we're not like friends or anything, we don't talk, we don't communicate, we just work together, like we're just co-workers, and I'm very respectful. I don't start drama, I don't start stuff. A lot of people get along with me, and for those that don't, I have no idea what they have against me, but that's fine because most people don't say anything at a workplace. They're being professional. If they don't like you, they're not going to really acknowledge much of you, but I don't really get that feeling. Most people really do just are nice, they're just nice people at my company, except this lady. She's been there for like 10 years, and that's great. You know a lot about the company and have changed with when changes do apply within the company, since it's always changing. And that being said, you don't know everything in this company. Like you don't know every little deal. Just like the manager, even the one that I go to, sometimes has to get ask the question to somebody else just to make sure that we're all on the same page, because we don't know everything, right? So why do we act like we know everything? And so what happened was, we were in this conference meeting, and there's a department that I'm looking to move into very soon, hopefully this year, I get to go into the lab and start creating concrete. That would be fucking awesome. But that's another story. So I am really trying my best to like put myself out there and basically learn more than what I know, because I know that I don't know everything. So I was just like, I'm gonna ask a naive question and ask what is grade beams, you know, just some of the usages for concrete, since that's the business that I'm in. So we got to that slideshow and she's giggling to herself, but obviously we're in a room full of 8 people, and we all work in the same department except 2 of them, which they're the head honchos of the concrete mix designs or whatever. So she did that in front of everybody when they got to the part where I had asked, what is this? And they're like, oh, it's simple, it's just this. And she started laughing at me for not knowing that. And I find that really rude for somebody to feel so entitled that you know so much that you want to laugh at somebody's. I guess you could say it's my ignorance. I'll accept that because I don't know everything, and I'm not going to act like I know everything. But it goes to show how ego actually affects somebody's character. Like, you're so egotistic that you had to laugh out loud, literally laugh out loud in a conference meeting in front of your coworkers for somebody not knowing something. And if that doesn't show me what type of person you are, then I really don't know who this person is, because I'm obviously talking about it because I'm pissed, or I was pissed at the moment, not anymore now because it's the next day. Laughing at somebody is totally, but the point is that you laughed at somebody's ignorance when you don't know everything. Like, don't act like you know it all when you yourself are still learning. We're all learning. I'll be 26 this year, God bless I make it that far, and I know a lot for my age, and I'm still learning a lot from my age, and I'm very ambitious. So I think that's very intimidating for some people that have been in the company and probably aren't moving on anywhere else besides where they're staying. And so it's a reflection time when somebody affects you like that at work or at school or at home, when they like threaten your character in that way, in such a manner that they feel superior over you. So it's just reflection time for me to say, you know what, I'm better. I'm the better person, because I know I wouldn't act like that towards somebody for asking a simple question, even if it's a stupid question. We all know there's no such thing as a stupid question if you didn't know it in the first place. So be aware of your surroundings, so much to the point where if somebody is criticizing you for being who you are, let them. Because at the end of the day, you won. You won that battle for affecting their mind to be so egotistic, to show themselves like that. So I find that as a compliment. Like, girl, you laugh at me, but you're probably very miserable in your life to be so superficial, to laugh at somebody's intelligence when all we're trying to do is learn. Like, there's nothing wrong with learning. So that's all. I wanted to reflect on that. And with the full moon rising, I definitely don't want to bring that into my life. So I definitely talked this through with my husband to be, and I'm talking to you now because I know I'm not the only one that goes through these situations where you have that one coworker that you guys just don't get along. It's okay. You're not here to please everybody in life, and you're not here to do your job for them. You're here to do your job for you, for that income, for your bills, and for you to be fucking happy with yourself. Fuck everybody else. Like, I just don't understand why people have to walk around with their ego out instead of recognizing the vulnerability that it takes to admit that you don't know something. So reflect on that. Let me know if you've ever been in that situation where you and a coworker just don't get along and they did something to you, or you might have been the one on the other end that laughed at that person's face. Do you know how that makes somebody feel? Like, I would never treat somebody like that, but I know what kind of person I am, and there's your answer, you know? So, you guys take it easy, meditate tonight, light some candles, take a nice hot bath, and relax, because this full moon is gonna be fucking lit. All right, great risings to my kings and queens, yeah.